Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now tuned into the Geeked Up Podcast, your home for entertainment, enlightenment, while adding thought-provoking questions with a comedic twist. Join us every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. for more content and enjoy the show.
Here we go. Yeah. Come on, just ride it. It's the inside rules. Restep. It's the inside rules. Restep. It's the inside rules. Restep. Let's go. Get it. Everybody out there, go scream and shout. About to tell you what inside rules about. What's up? I got you geeking on a Monday or Friday, so I play anything else you did, cause they always keep it real. Still they be stepping. Third eye open, you blink, you miss the message. Juju, or should I say fan favorite, big Rome be highly blessed while Q is in the matrix. Half always hating, that's how we start debating. But Q can calm it down, cause you surely got the patience. Big stepping, I dub repping. Bound to have the answers to every question like Google and Bing. Ask G's and Quora when you tune in, check your over. Time to start the show, so here the intro go. The steps. What's going on, everybody out there? You are now tuned in to the Geeked Up Podcast. It's hosted by yours truly, the Inside Wolves Entertainment crew. You know what I'm saying? And one more time for y'all, that's the Geeked Up. Yeah.
Okay.
Your boy J Million the Villion. Hefe Millie, what's going on, yo? I got my co-host. You know, we gonna do what we do.
Come on, Big Rome, blessed and highly favored. You know what it is, man. 7 days a week. Let's get it.
Man, y'all already know who it is. It's Juju, the fan favorite. And let me tell you something. For everybody that's watching, don't ask why we got them. Don't ask why we got aviators on. Don't ask.
Just don't, man. Just don't.
Don't ask.
What's up, y'all? Q. And the original winner was Stepardy. Let's go ahead and slide on right into this episode, man.
The original.
Let's
nigga,
slide right
the fuck was that? Nigga clicking change, nigga?
Is that you eating Tic Tacs, nigga?
This nigga got icebreakers in his. That's like a cup full of icebreakers.
This ain't no icebreaker, nigga. This ain't no icebreaker, nigga.
He about to put on some aviators too. He's about to put some aviators on too. God damn.
Come on, man. Let's start the show, baby.
I'm going to figure out a way to get some aviators on myself, man. Yeah. Well, I just started off because we spoke about this on our last episode, I believe, or one of the previous episodes at the bare minimum. And that's Andrew Tate. He was banned off of Instagram. He was banned off Facebook last we spoke. Then he ended up getting banned off TikTok as well. And through whatever means this nigga has, he somehow got out a final message. And he just wanted to clear up some of the allegations that he's gone through and really express his side of what he was doing, why he was doing it, and the negative side of blowing up so quickly, really, for such controversial reasons. And I want to turn it to my co-host. What do you guys think of that final message, or just Andrew Tate in general?
Yeah, man, I'll go first, honestly. I didn't know too much about Andrew Tate before I actually watched that. And I'm glad I did, honestly. First of all, I didn't know he was a nigga. I did not know that.
Yeah, he's mixed.
That surprised the hell out of me. He was like, obviously. he said, obviously, I'm a man of color. I said, obviously. I was like, obviously not. No, then they showed his dad. I was like, oh, that's that nigga black. I was like, oh shit. Okay. I'm gonna say, okay, hold on. Let me sit down a little bit. Let me listen. So, but yeah, I didn't know he came from South Side Chicago. I was like, oh nah, this nigga, yeah, okay. But he was talking about as well too, like all the shit that he does for people on a mental health level as well too. And I didn't know, those are things that I didn't know about him, because all I see is kind of like what's out there on the media right now. And it's all like the bad stuff, like Andrew Tate is this and that and the third. And he was talking about that himself. It was like, you could take a little snippet of a video from way back then and try to perceive it as something completely different, and that's where it becomes, just a whole bunch of propaganda. That's what becomes a whole bunch of just, he say, she say, and you're not really getting to know the man behind it. You just looking at, what that person is saying for clickbait at this point. And I said that before about the whole cancer culture shit. That like that's what people literally like go out and do just for their own benefit and gain, and that shit is terrible. I hate it. It's really corny. But if you haven't heard it or you haven't seen it, you should definitely go check out Andrew Tate's Last Message. It's out on YouTube. Definitely go check that out. It's cool. You get to know who that person is behind everything, and you can just get a feel for him yourself. Besides all that shit that you see out there, so definitely do that.
Yeah, for me, I haven't seen it yet, but you know what I'm saying. My feelings on Andrew Tate are kind of the feelings I kind of feel about a lot of the most of the people I see in that like red pill genre, or that red pill space. I feel like for the people that have a mind, for the viewers that have a mind to, what I'm saying, discern or separate what information you can apply to yourself, what information needs to be entertainment, I feel like these people are really, really valuable. I feel like you can take things from these people that'll really help your life, honestly. And I feel like things like that, you should applaud things like that, because at the end of the day, to those specific people, I'm not going to say as a whole, but to those specific people, those guys really, really help these guys become better human beings in a sense. And I think that should be applauded. Now, like I said, when you're dealing in this game, they say a lot of inflammatory things, and there are a lot of dumb people out there that really can't do that. And to those people, things can become, you know what I'm saying, dangerous is a heavy word, but I guess you can say dangerous. But all in all, you know what I'm saying. Now that you told me he's black, I'm definitely more inclined to like the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. Now that I know he working for the same team, he on the home team. I'm kind of rocking with the
nigga. That is a different dynamic to think about, because okay, all right.
Yeah, because listen,
he immediately gets a little more lenient.
Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, this white nigga, y'all this fucking crack. Nah, I ain't trying to listen to what the fuck you got to say. This European, this Anglo-Saxon ass nigga. I'm like, nah, fuck all that. Come on, but now he's black. I'm like, what? Yeah. What you got to say? Yeah, speak, nigga. Like,
I think probably how I think about it is almost kind of like a piggyback off of what Javen said. I think that's somebody you really gotta really dive into just his long form content rather than just the clips that are being just just thrown left and right, all these different media outlets, painting whatever image that they want of this person. I feel like he's definitely somebody you really gotta just listen to every single thing. I ain't gonna say I agree with every single thing. I'm not gonna say that I agree with anything, but I mean certain things are kind of justifiable. But then he might say something that's kind of like catch your attention left field. But all in all, like I said, that's somebody you really gotta just subtract what the media says about somebody and just listen or just find out for yourself. That's not even that's just more than just finding out who he is as a person. That's with anything, honestly. Don't take what people say and kind of just say like, oh, okay, well everybody else, the masses is saying that this is this way, so I'm gonna just paint it this way or just agree with everybody. I think that's like him specifically, you got to really understand what it is, all that he says, to just take the clips that people just highlight because it just looks bad, but I mean,
yeah. All right. For the most part, I mean, he said in his video, and I would say this as well, I agree that I think all in all, through everything, he's done technically more of a net positive than a negative, I'd say. I think he's helped more than he's hurt, but the hurt has come through extremely crazily. And I think that should be, I don't really necessarily, like you said, Juan, and I agree with that entirely, because I'm just a general fan of long form content. I'm odd, and I'm odd in that way, and I can accept that. I would much rather watch like a 3-hour video than a 5-minute video. That's just me, because I genuinely enjoy like nuance and long discussion and like debating points and things like that. Like hearing everything thought out entirely is really much better for me. So I think that he speaks a lot more positivity into the world than negativity, in my opinion, from the things that I've heard. And on top of that as well, there's a reason there's a lot of just, I mean, part of the language, but bitch ass niggas, and a lot of niggas are just really not attractive to women in general, and it's due to a lot of the things that this nigga preaches about. Yet there's always some excuse for it. Niggas justify not getting healthier physically by I'm here for a good time, not a long time. What the fuck? Huh?
I hate that.
What? Same thing with just like same thing with changing how your lifestyle is to become more successful. People will dead ass like insult you over the course of time, and people that they're doing it from a place of hurt themselves, but people sell out. Oh, you changed up. Oh, you don't never like all that stuff comes from lower areas, and he preaches a lot against all that kind of stuff. And so I don't necessarily have too big of an issue with them. And like Juan said, you don't have to agree with everything, but if you have some form of ability to critical think, you should be able to decipher out what's entertainment, what's not, what's good advice to take, what's some bullshit, or maybe even just simply question, maybe I don't agree with that. And then you move on. You don't have to just throw everything out and away with that.
Mm-hmm. Let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all think I think this was too little too late? I think because he has said that. Well, let me bring this up because he said that like he has saw like kind of like where it was going and like what the things that was being said about him like before it came to like this whole banning thing. He had saw it and he was like, okay, I see it, but then he was saying like he just didn't think it was gonna get like this bad for him. You know what I'm saying? So do you think like it's kind of like, man, like if you saw what they was doing then what you're saying now and kind of giving like this whole like, okay, this is really who I am. You could have get it a little earlier, you know what I'm saying? Like just as you saw that these things was being said. So do y'all think like too little, too late in that aspect, or still you think like nah?
Think like meaning like, do you think he could redeem himself from those things, from these things?
I guess so. That's all right. So that could be two questions. Like one, do you think he shot himself in the foot, kind of like with this, and then two, do you think like the apology? I mean, because he really isn't. I didn't really see it as like an apology. Really, I more so saw it as a like
explanation, really
explanation, misunderstood type of situation. And so, do you think that like that last message that he said, you think that could have been said earlier in the situation before it got to the ban and everything? That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. I would say, yeah, he could have said it earlier, and he probably would have saved himself a lot of issues disarming these things much sooner. But no, I don't think it's too little too late. I think that because people would have to come to terms with something within themselves, which is the fact that you've just now banished this nigga to a unforsaken realm. Like there's no way he could ever come back from the things he said. He's just forever evil. I don't believe that that's possible for very many people. You got to do some like real heinous shit for you to not be able to balance it out eventually. If this nigga, like he said in the video, starts a foundation for men and women and goes on and does that for like a year straight and posts all about this great philanthropy, I think niggas would just be hating after a while to be like, nah, fuck him. Still.
Yeah, nah, I feel that 100%. I mean, yeah, I just feel like, he knows that at the same time he's an entertainer as well too. So that's why kind of like people are just like, that sometimes like he even said he's like, so many things I size it up because I know I gotta say it in a a real interesting and like attention grabbing way. But I just feel like he definitely has some type of hand himself in creating that situation, letting it get as far because now you're taking your shit over to like with Aiden Ross and them, you know what I'm saying? The type of following they got. So anything that you say over there with them, it's going to really grab some people. And if you saying these controversial things, it's like, nigga, you damn near asking, that's Death Note, nigga. That's damn near Death Note, yo. So I just feel like, damn, like, come on, bro, you could did it a lot better. That's how you say it, right? Better.
Man.
I agree with that. I feel like I agree with the point you're saying. He's an entertainer, and I forgot who was having this conversation, but some creators were having this conversation recently, and it's kind of a thing of like, if he wasn't as inflammatory as he is, would anybody even lend him the ear to even hear what he's been saying, like they have to this point? Like, you really, in this space, in this age, you really have to be that kind of way to even get your opinions out there, get your brand or yourself out there. if you're always somewhere traveling the middle ground and saying the right things, nobody really wants to hear that. Or they may want to hear it, but like no, there's not a huge platform for that. It's not a huge like nobody's gonna sign in for that. People want to hear the inflammatory. People want to hear the gusto talking points. All this shit is gonna rile people up. So it's like, I mean, yeah, he could have, but like had he shown that, had he spoken with any semblance of, you know what I'm saying, of like how you guys are making it seem like he spoke in that video, nobody would have wanted to see that. Nobody would have wanted to hear that. They want to see the shit he's been doing. They want to hear him talk about how he's been talking.
I think the thing is people are so used to his attitude or the nonchalantness or like just how he carries himself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people follow, you know what I'm saying, everything that he's saying. So with people looking at him who he is and they're like, you know, with everything that he said in the, I guess, explanation, it's just kind of like, I'm not really gonna apologize. I'm just gonna more so speak on who I am, what I do, and just see if it's kind of justifiable. But I think people, I don't know when it was when it got to the point where when personal opinions became so like judgmental. But of course, granted, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, yes. But I think because of the fame and notoriety, you know what I'm saying, that comes with it, you know what I'm saying, it's almost like too much of something can be bad for you, so to speak. So because of how he carries himself, that was something that is, you know what I'm saying, helped his fame, helped him rise to who he is. And it was also one of the things that tore him down in the long run just because of how he decided to go about things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like you said, I feel like it probably could have been avoidable. But I mean, at the same time, in this era, even when it comes to something you're trying to defend yourself, people would just say, regardless of when you do it and you try to catch yourself, people would just say, oh, you're trying to fix up this mistake to make sure you're still on top or just anything. So it's like apologies somebody's always going to be offended or not everyone's going to be accepting of the apology. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of when it comes out. And like you said, most people didn't even see it as an apology.
Yeah.
So
I can say one thing for certain, nigga, fuck what everybody else be talking about. What Andrew Tate did is being here for a good time and not a long time. Because I'm sitting here thinking, would you rather be someone like Andrew Tate literally took over the internet for however long you know what I'm saying, however long that little stint was. He was this shit. He took over, you know what I'm saying, TikTok, YouTube. He was the face of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And would you rather, you know what I'm saying, would you rather have that icon status and till niggas have to tear you down like that, or be someone that's just, you know what I'm saying, nickel and dime using tic-tac, giving PC points here and there so you can just stick around, you know what I'm saying, da-da-da-da-da. It all comes with what you know what I'm saying, want to do, or what your goals are really. And being so, I know he's had success in his life to this point. So maybe him being in a position where he really didn't need that opened up his, you know what I'm saying, opened himself up to have those more points and not really, you know what I'm saying, care as much because, you know what I'm saying, he's got it in other areas. But like I said, I feel like he did what he came to do, you know what I'm saying? And he's always gonna have that. Nobody can take away that stint he had of really taking this shit over. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't think he's really mad with that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't think he would take it away. I don't think he would.
It's funny because at the end of the final message, they called back to a earlier podcast he did with somebody, and they actually asked him about this. This is prior to this message. They said, "What do you think about people are saying you just here for like your 15 minutes of fame and you're going to be gone? Are you trying to stay relevant?" He was like, "I don't care. This is only phase one of the plan." And then, well, so we'll see what that means actually going forward. If that was just performance or not. But he, like you just said, Lee, I'm pretty much certain this was planned. He's going to just be as inflammatory as possible, prove to the fact. And he said this in his stream, which is hilarious. And this is why he garners a lot of respect, in my opinion. And this because it's something that a lot of people have issues with personally. A lot of people's self-confidence is low because the insults that they've been hit with or that they give themselves sadly are true. If they weren't true, they would just roll off your shoulders and your back and it's like whatever. Something that he said in the Aiden Ross stream, as a matter of fact, is like, I just took over the internet in like a month. All of you gamer guys that spend 12 hours a day streaming are lazy. What the fuck? I just got all the way up here, and this is what y'all niggas are trying to do. Like what? and it's funny because it's like it's inflammatory, but it's also partially true. Like this, like having that level of notoriety, maybe not for that, is exactly what all these internet niggas are trying to do.
Yeah,
that are really trying to like play the game seriously, and he just did it in like a month. It's work hard, bro. That's really the philosophy. Practically, just work hard.
No, I really fuck with what you were saying too, Lee. As far as like, you know, it's like niggas is like, you know, niggas is gonna hate on you for what you got and try to bring you down when you get to your highest point anyway. So fuck it, why not go there anyways? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I really fuck with that. Yeah, you know. Well, what my last thing on that? What did he actually do? Was it something that he actually did to get banned from all those from Facebook, Instagram?
Ironically, I think if I'm being honest
regarding women.
I was going to say, I don't think he actually did anything like bannable. I think niggas just genuinely hated him that much that they just got that nigga up at it. Genuinely. I think it was genuinely like that because I don't think that there's been anything that niggas could like throw a clip out there or a video out there where he did something just like egregious. I think niggas just flat out was like, bro, I don't. Niggas, I just flat out don't like this nigga.
That's a different level of hate, yo.
They made a petition for it on IG, if you recall seeing that. Or
you got niggas signing names.
Okay, so yeah, there was a petition. I don't know the guy's name, but he made a petition, and the post got like over 1 million likes.
That's crazy.
They just really wasn't fucking with the name. And IG said, okay, well, over 1 million people want you gone, get out of here. I don't really think that he said anything that was like hate speech or anything like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can say it's definitely something he said about women. I don't know if it's a specific thing, but I can say TikTok for one, and you know what I'm saying, everybody kind of banned him at the same time, so they might have all piggybacked. But TikTok literally said misogyny is a hateful ideology that is not tolerated on TikTok. So you can assume it's it's something like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of his viewpoints, and it's but once again, or sort of like you were saying, and maybe not entirely, but hey, some of that stuff's taken out of context. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just an odd viewpoint, but nonetheless.
Best of luck to you, brother, and I mean that from a brother standpoint. Now, my nigga,
from a brother standpoint.
My nigga.
Well, if we speak about niggas, we gonna have to slide this over to basketball, fellas. Dream Team versus the Redeem Team, NBA Olympic basketball. Starting five of each.
My shirt, Allen Iverson. Don't you ever forget it, yo. AI, the greatest. Come on, man.
Niggas are the greatest ever. Oh man.
He is.
Well, if I can recall these lineups correctly, I believe the Dream Team's lineup was Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, and Patrick Ewing. The Redeem Team, I believe, was Chris Paul, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Tyson Chandler.
That was the 2012 team.
Nah, the Redeem Team.
Redeem
Team is Chris Bosh, LeBron James,
Chris
Dwayne
Paul,
Wade, Kobe.
That's it right there, yeah. Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Kobe, LeBron, and Chris Bosh.
Chris Paul didn't even start though. Dwight. It was Darren Williams. Williams, that's who it was.
Dwight.
It was Darren Williams.
Dwight
and Dwight Howard too. Dwight Howard, yeah.
Jason Kidd was on that team. Melo was on that team.
Yeah, so Melo.
Who's the five, really?
So Chris Paul, Kobe, Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Dwight.
Okay. He just said it right there.
Oh, that was it? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so to repeat it again. The Dream Team, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing. Redeem Team, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and Dwight Howard. Who y'all got?
I'm not gonna lie. I would probably.
It's August 24th. I just want to let you know that. It's 8:24, man.
Who is starting at the one? You said Deron Williams. Who's starting at the one?
Chris Paul.
Oh, Chris Paul starting at the one.
Chris Paul.
Damn, yo, he's so fucking short.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think I'm still gonna take that Chris Paul led team. And let me say why.
Chris Paul led.
Yeah, I'm just saying with him. I'm just saying at the one versus Magic at the one.
Okay.
I don't care. I mean, granted, I definitely understand how great of a player Magic Johnson is. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not about to. I'm not about to oversell his offensiveness. Like,
why do you hate Magic Johnson?
I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm just saying it's like. I'm just saying it's like as a
Your Honor.
I'm just saying, but I'm not hating though. I'm just saying it's like I'm not about to oversell Magic Johnson's offensive ability. You know what I'm saying? Granted, in a 5v5 setting, that shit is definitely you know what I'm saying, second to none.
Like Magic Johnson won't back that nigga into the paint. Magic Johnson is 6'9", going up against a 6-foot guard. Are you sitting here trying to tell me?
Have it misconstrued because after about 8 minutes, it's going to turn into a one-on-one Kobe and Michael trying to outdo each other. Kobe and Michael just going to keep giving each other buckets, and then it's going to fall everybody else to get like residual. So who's going to get the better residual shit going on?
I was just about to say, Lee, listen. You act like that Tito got Michael Jeffrey fucking Jordan.
I feel like Dwight would go off a little bit.
On Pat?
Oh my gosh! Wow. I don't know about that.
It's prime Dwight, y'all. It's prime Dwight, y'all.
Prime Dwight.
It is prime Pat.
Prime Ewing.
Hold on.
No, I think they.
Hold on. I'm just saying. Are we really?
I don't know about that.
Are we really finna glorify Pat that much though? Are we as at 5?
Well, hang on.
I'm just saying. I can name 3 niggas.
Hang on, let Lee go. Go ahead, Lee. Defend Patrick Ewing because I'm kind of feeling Juan, man, because the White got a couple of defensive players of the year, but you can't just wipe that shit off like he's some punk or something. Go ahead.
Y'all got it. I'm just saying you can't disrespect Pat like that, bro. That's crazy to me.
You can't disrespect Patrick Ewing like that, yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't know. I saw. And I'm not, just hear me out. I'm not trying to compare Dwight or Shaq, but I'm saying I've seen Shaq toss Patrick around multiple times.
Why the hell wasn't Shaq on them teams?
I think he was on one of them. Maybe not those, but he was on one of them.
Shaq was on the one with AI and them niggas when they lost. They came in. That was at 2004, Athens, Greece one, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, y'all was that Spain? What?
Nah, they was in Athens. That was 2004. They was in Athens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What you giggling about?
What we bugging about, nigga?
Oh no, Pat was a demon. I'm just looking at the comparison between these niggas' stats right now. Pat was a demon. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Patrick Ewing was a demon.
This nigga averaged like 30 and 13.
Dog, yeah.
What was the White average?
I mean,
the White's best playoff series, he averaged 27 and 15. So I don't know. But from what I'm looking at, Dwight was cool too. Dwight was just more. I can't even say he was more defensively sound because, like I said, Pat averaged more blocks and then steals.
Oh, Pat Ewing was doing his thing.
Pat was like that.
What about defensive player of the year though?
Well, I'm just looking at the career.
I mean, nigga, Michael Jordan was in the league.
He won. The White only played one more season than Pat, so I'm taking their career averages. And like I said, Pat averages more blocks. He averages more steals. He averages more assists. Only thing Dwight really does better over his career, as far as the numbers are saying, is rebounding.
What was a defensive player award? Do you see that? The defensive player. How many DPOYs did they get? First team, second team.
Pat didn't get a lot of awards. Pat didn't.
I think that matters.
I mean,
makes sense.
Yeah, but he was in the league at the time.
Pat played in an era with way more big, way more real bigs. Pat played with real.
That's true. No, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. 'Niggas had Hakeem out there with him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What was the White average?
He was in the league at the time. 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 He was in the league Bill Laimbeer was out there on the defense. Like,
are
come
we
on,
really
y'all.
Bill? Oh, you know what?
He
I'm
made
not-
Yo,
Pat,
you ain't gonna say
Pat
act like
made
Bill
three.
Laimbeer
Pat
wasn't
made
a
3 all
defensive
defensive
spearhead.
teams, and Dwight made 5.
Well, hang on.
But he's
We
never made
got-
an all first team. He's never made a first team. But like I
Well,
said,
we gotta get back to the question. I was gonna say because we gotta get back to the question at hand. Niggas talk about Dwight versus Patrick Ewing. We don't even know who y'all would say would win.
Hold on, because
he said trying to defend.
Can we all agree that what Juan was saying is crazy? Juan was trying to
no, it was
all of what Juan was saying.
So me. I'm not saying he asked, but I'm saying me saying I would prefer the matchup of taking Dwight over Patrick Ewing. That's a bad take.
That's not what you said. That's not how you said it. You was on some like let's not act like that.
That is a bad take though. That is a bad take.
Because
I'd give me Patrick Ewing. Give me
I'm not
Patrick
about
Ewing.
to buy into that weak ass flat top he had.
Pat's
back
also
in the
been
day.
an all-star.
I'm not
Oh
buying
yeah.
Pat's also been an all-star.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Who y'all think is winning the matchup between Charles Barkley and LeBron?
Is that a real question?
Come on, dude.
Think Sir Charles just gonna get tossed over? Just hey, get out of here, Charles.
Listen, man.
Only reason I'm not gonna say that is because LeBron's not gonna have the ball like he has it now, bro. That ball between CP and Cole, I don't know how much LeBron is really gonna be able to like, you know what I'm saying, put his hands on that game like that. So feel me, I don't know. But he's winning the matchup. But Barkley got that. That's heart personified right there. That's heart personified. It's not gonna be easy. That's
a lot of mass being thrown your way over and over, bro. Like that's a lot.
Which team you got winning, Lee? Because we got Juan said the redeem team's probably gonna get it through.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's gonna win?
I'm giving it to and first of all, I don't think Charles would be on LeBron, but I'm giving it to the Dream Team.
Wait. Why? Who would he guard?
He probably guard Dwayne Wade.
Fuck no.
Wait.
Fuck no.
Nigga,
no. Fuck
I said
no.
D-Wade would beat the 3.
Bro, D-Wade is probably faster than Jordan. He's probably faster than Jordan. And Jordan cooked that nigga.
But D-Wade would probably be at the 3 though. That's what I'm saying.
He couldn't guard. He would have to guard LeBron.
I'm just saying because Scotty would probably be
Charles
on
Barkley. Charles Barkley could not guard Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
He could not guard Dwayne Wade.
I'm just saying because Scotty would probably be on Bron. That's what I'm saying. I don't think.
No, I don't disagree. I'm saying there's a matchup issue. There's a matchup issue with that because Charles Barkley could not guard Dwayne Wade. He would get his ass torched by Dwayne Wade. He is way too fast.
Dwayne Wade is gonna be running circles around.
That's what I'm saying. He's way too fast. Please don't overstay Charles' defense. That's something I know for a fact.
Side note.
Don't do that.
Well, me personally, I got D Wade like top 3 on my 2 guard list. Where y'all got D Wade at?
Number 3.
Number
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm surprised.
Maybe
so
4.
Do you got him above AI?
4.
You got AI.
That's what I'm saying. 4. I got AI above D Wade.
4. He's number 4.
But keep in mind, I'm like
AI's number 3.
I've lived in VA for AI's
number 3. No, bro. We ain't even got a front end, nigga. Yo. Stop playing like AI is not right behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
I'm not saying
don't even do that.
I'm not saying he not up.
Don't even. No, I'm just nigga. Nah. Cause you saying that like he teetering. No, nigga, he that one. Yo, he's number 3.
I got him 4. I got him 4. I got him number 4.
AI's my dog. There's an argument that could be made for D Wade, but I got AI 3. But there's an argument.
Lee, that argument comes in the form.
D Wade was in a favorable situation.
That argument comes in
He was in a favorable situation. He was in a favorable situation.
That's what I'm saying. It can be
a favorable situation. Shaq, hello. LeBron, hello. I'm just saying that was a favorable team in a favorable situation. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. AI ain't had no niggas. AI ain't had no niggas, man.
That Miami team for that era was a team unheard of for that era.
If you give AI a Shaq, I'll promise you them niggas would have won a championship. I'm just saying. I promise you.
Lee, you gave it to the Dream Team? If you're getting back to the point. Mm-hmm. Okay, why do you say the Dream Team?
Because like I said, I feel like a lot of the game would be Mike and Kobe going at it. And then I feel like outside of that, Magic would be able to dog Chris Paul for a lot. And then outside of that, I mean, everybody else would just have to fill in. and then I don't know. I give it. That's how I got it shaken.
See, bro.
What about you, Javen?
Y'all got it.
Hell yeah.
Some residual buckets at that rim too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I got it.
Hell yeah, Dream Team, and then not even that, because when them niggas got the game, yo, the niggas that's on the Dream Team is way better than the bench for the Redeem Team. Like, and you got David Robertson.
Melo not gonna go in there and drop 25.
I'm saying no. Feel me? I ain't disbetting the Melo at all. Melo is definitely gonna cut. No, Melo at that time, Melo was that nigga for the Redeem Team. Like Melo was not real shit. Melo definitely won them the game. Melo definitely one of them niggas.
Olympic Melo, that is a thing.
Yo, Melo and D Wade at that time, on that team, them niggas was doing their thing. I'm not gonna hold you. They was doing it. Yep. But I'm saying you got a hot David Robinson coming off the bench. You got Larry Bird still coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Isaiah Thomas, he just didn't make the cut. But he wasn't there. But you still got them niggas coming up. That's what I'm saying. Like, versus Chris Bosh, I'm sorry, is not better than Larry Bird. You know what I'm saying? Versus, I'm just not. It's just. It's not going to compare. It's not going to compare.
I feel like IT still wins that matchup.
I mean, IT wasn't on the team. IT wasn't on the team, so I mean, it don't even matter.
You said what?
IT wasn't on the team, so it don't even matter.
If like in a hypothetical, I feel like IT also wins that matchup.
See, bro, I think y'all niggas got this confused with this Magic Johnson shit, bro, because he's 6'9". Y'all know damn well the nigga trying to come. He trying to come down. He. Like
he's gonna come down and be like,
he's not doing
this
that,
nigga 6'1". Hold up, real quick.
Hey,
Cole. I mean, hey, Mike.
Hey,
hold up,
bro. Why y'all acting like CP3 like a lightweight though? That nigga not. Juan, I think small.
I think that the passing thing is the exact thing that he would exploit, in my opinion. Is that would be unstoppable with Chris Paul on him. They would have to send help because they would have to send help.
He's that short. I think because he's that short. That's why it would be a problem.
That's exactly because they would have to send help, and when they send help, because they gotta send the help. Because if they don't send help, bro, he's gonna. Let's not act like he'll give that nigga 45 with no help. If they don't give any help, he's gonna give that nigga 45.
Wait,
he's gonna give him 45.
That was let me see. Was that Chris Paul? Oh no, was that Clippers or New Orleans? Chris Paul.
What? New Orleans.
That was New Orleans.
Oh, back then, yeah. Back then, yeah.
I don't know. That CP3 was on some different type of shit.
When he had that athleticism to him,
he had athleticism.
We had that athleticism.
You're tripping while you're bugging.
You acting like
he would have schooled
body Shaq.
He would have took this nigga to lunch. He
ain't body Shaq.
That's a young
he didn't body Shaq.
He don't got no vet moves. He don't got no vet knowledge moves.
Yeah. You acting like you didn't see that clip.
He's out there with straight young nigga bigger.
Go.
I gotta send you the clip of him booming.
Magic is gonna kill that nigga.
Okay. All right.
Who helping this time?
It's crazy too.
Literally.
Listen, I'm sitting here looking at the rest of that Dream Team, yo. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Clyde Drexler, Larry Bird, David Robinson, Chris Mullins. You got Chrissy Poole coming up.
I don't think
Larry and Karl Malone coming off the bench.
That's big bodies. That's big bodies.
That's an all-star game, nigga.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's tough.
Karl Malone stronger than every nigga on that redemption. LeBron included. Dwight, LeBron.
Karl Malone is putting Chris Bosh in hell, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Chris Bosh will be in hell.
Better than what Karl Malone finna do.
You know what? It's all good, man. We got a weakness for Karl Malone, man. You know, we got a weakness.
We
got a weakness.
Karl,
that nigga finna be non-important, bro. Look, Karl.
Hey, look who just walked in, Karl.
Right.
Yeah.
Niggas is crazy.
That's funny.
Niggas is nuts.
fucking won.
But the general consensus we've come away here with is Dream Team is a majority of the votes coming out of this.
Team,
you know what I'm saying? Coming out of this victory. And I can see that as well. But I can also, I can see the redeem. Yeah, LeBron's going to have to go crazy because he's the only one. He's the only one that's got the mismatch.
The Redeem Team could get the dub. It'd be a close game. It wouldn't be like
it would be a close game. It would be a close game, but the Dream Team would definitely win.
Okay. Shout out, hey, 2K man, bring back All-Star Team Up. I'm trying to read.
We need to send that message out to
2K.
Yo, at 2K, man.
Hold on. Let's get a formal. Hold on. Let's get a formal.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, man.
Zoom.
All right, zoom in on it. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. Okay. 2K, please. This is Hefe. You know what I'm saying? This is one. Okay. We have Q.
Please.
In from. Look at him.
Please.
Look at him. Look at that, yo. Look at that face. That's a man who needs All-Star Team Up.
I'm dead serious right
He's dead serious. He hasn't changed his do-rag in years because of this. He hasn't.
Sweat in this do-rag, nigga.
He sweats.
Commitment.
Sweat for this.
Please bring it back. Please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nah, real shit. Bring it back, cause y'all some bitch ass niggas for taking that shit out. That's real shit.
That game right there would
be yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. But
hey man, we just try to remain a little competitive out here. But we're gonna go ahead and switch the genres of competitiveness. We're gonna go ahead and take this to the music industry. So I'm gonna read this report off here for you all, because this is pretty interesting actually. I never thought I'd see something like this. The AI rapper, artificial intelligence, yes. The AI rapper FN Mecca is controlled by a white guy who repeatedly gets it to say the N-word in its lyrics. He has been receiving a lot of backlash from the public after securing a record deal with Capitol Records. Following all the backlash, Capitol Records allegedly dropped him from their label after just 7 days of being signed. Possibly the shortest record deal in the history of record deals. It lasted a full 7 days before he got dropped.
You think I had a week?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how is this a real thing?
Yeah, artificial intelligence rapper.
What's his name?
FN Mecca. MEK. Or I believe M-E. That might be Meta. Hang on, let me go back. Mecca.
It's Mecca.
With a K.
Yeah.
FN space.
What the FN stand for?
That's
what the FN stand
fuck,
for?
Nigga.
Like a FN, like a gun?
Yeah. Like a gun.
Yeah.
This nigga got a song with Gunna?
Huh?
This nigga got a song with Gunna.
Yo, stop it.
Bro, I'm dead serious.
Bro, check out IW Reacts, man. We might go ahead. Just have to go ahead and do that.
Posted 10 days ago. We might
check out IW Reacts, man. Check out Inside Wolf Reacts.
And he in a pen.
I don't know, bro.
Yo, no.
Bro, he probably just remixed it or something, bro. There's no way that this nigga got a feature,
rapper.
bro. That's crazy.
What?
That's corny. Listen, that's corny as shit, because you really are about to take away. That looks terrible, yo. That looks like a Fortnite skin. What the? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
What you think on this, Javen? FN Mecca. What do you think about this?
It's terrible, yo. It's terrible, because this is what they trying to do, because they realize that black people we have a hold on hip hop, and hip hop is one of the most influential, forms of art in the world, especially internationally. Hip hop is definitely, yes. Hip hop is that. It's something that brings a lot of people together. They understand we getting a lot of money, and they want to take that away. They about to start making these AIs. Yes, I'm calling y'all niggas out. They about to start making these AIs so that way they don't have to get the deals with people no more. All right, we just got AI rappers rapping about shit that y'all want to hear. Since we, you know what I'm saying? It's corny as shit. It is corny as shit. I don't like it. Trying to change the game up.
I'm listening to this song right now, bro. I thought this was gonna sound like a robot, like on some.
No,
bro. This nigga sound like,
and that's the problem.
This nigga sound like KK.
Yeah,
this nigga sounds like
that's not.
bro. bro, what is this?
That's corny as shit, yo. Like, why would you do something like that, yo? Who was listening to that? Who was listening to that, yo?
80,000 niggas
Somebody.
listen to this here.
80,000.
Yeah, it got a fan base and everything, bro.
No,
I will be damned. You know what I'm saying? Before I listen to Siri rap about Gresham Road, I'm good.
Crazy Bones.
I can't even stand over. I can't even stand when Siri say nigga in the phone, yo. Now they got an artificial rapper just saying that shit.
That Gunna song got 500,000. So I mean, hey, somebody listen to Crazy Bone. Bone Thugs Harmony said they taking over. Said the AI rappers taking over.
Bone Thugs Harmony said that. Oh, that's some
Crazy
sellout
Bone.
niggas.
That's what Crazy Bone said.
Crazy Bone. Oh,
man, you know what?
That's why he crazy. That's why he crazy Bone.
Interesting.
I think I got a hot take, bro. I think I feel like the way that's heading, I feel like they're gonna have a lot more talented people like actually selling their sounds to like whoever the fuck develops like these artificial like AI type. I can see that shit heading that direction. Like people like let's say you got a singer or just a rapper or anyone. I can definitely see like a big company having these deals where it's like, you know, if you sell your sound or like if you write some songs for like our artificial like rapper or artist, like I can definitely see them working deals like that. And it's like that is a bad look because I feel like that takes away from the genuine like diversity of what music is supposed to be. If you're looking at it and it's just a bunch of monopolies and they're taking away from the artists and they just got their own artists that they created. Yeah. That's taken away from all the freestyle, the whole originality of music, which is weird as fuck, but
taken away from the creativity that comes with making music. Yo.
Yeah,
like there's a whole type of man. Like go ahead.
I'll take the same thing you said, Juan, but I'll flip it in a positive way, and I think that is rather interesting because I didn't even know this was a thing. This is like the first seeing this is like news to me, and it's interesting because exactly what you said, Javen. It's like 80,000, 500,000. Well, I know there are YouTube channels with like tens of millions of subscribers. I wouldn't even know who if I passed them in real life. Like there are some YouTube channels I'd walk past some of these niggas that I'd be like, I have no clue who that is, and they've got 11 million subscribers on YouTube or some shit. But what I will say for this, I could actually see this becoming a popular thing. I can see why they'd say they're taking over, regardless of the positive or negative feelings, because the metaverse is a thing. I could definitely see a bunch of meta rappers in their own little areas doing their own little meta shows where they're producing these things because they're already talking about having like meta clubs. Snoop Dogg is brought into this space. Like I could dead see niggas having like VRs, meta spaces. They would alter their voices and they would be like, yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. And get real payment, like real life payment out of that. Like you spend the night 2 hours doing your own rapping with an altered voice on a meta person in a meta club. I can see that for real actually happening.
When you gotta leave a house, yo, that's crazy.
You know
I can see that.
You know what I think, bro? And people probably people probably might think I'm just being funny when I say this shit, bro. But the movie WALL-E, the Disney movie WALL-E, that shit looks real fucking believable. The way shit like with technology, the direction it's going, bro. Like, I mean, of course, granted the entire plot of the movie, not that, so to speak, but like having like just all these things so easily like accessible to you at the touch of your fingers to the point where you can get artificial artists. It's like everything you can get these days is fake. Every single thing. It gets to the point where it's like what truly is authentic. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things that you have all these creators doing, trying to stand out from each other and create some type of diversity. And it's like you got this big corporation coming out with their own artists, taking away from what the music is supposed to be. Cause I'd be damned if I get an artificial motherfucker remixing my own shit.
I'm mad as hell.
Like that just
that'd be crazy.
Yeah. Nah.
Question for the panel.
That shit better than me. That'd be crazy.
The question for the panel. Whoever wants to answer this, what do you say on the flip side of that exact same sentiment for the people that are doing it freelance who probably would have never had the confidence to ever go to a booth or get on a stage, now has a little barrier that they can put between themselves and actually go out there and do something that they're interested in, such as rapping? Because not everybody's got the confidence. Some nigga, and everybody knows a nigga like that low key who probably got bars but never actually spits them for real. But every time they do, it's like, damn, you type, or a nigga who can sing his ass off but just actually don't in public or something like that. What do you say for those people?
Well, me personally, and this may be, I'm saying, old head thinking, or I'm saying, things of that nature. But I personally, I don't know. I feel, and I don't know how I want to put it, but I feel I feel it's disrespectful to the craft, man. Because I feel the people came before you. It's thousands of artists who probably have troubles. Like Rod Wave recently came out about his trouble in that regard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people have to fight through these things to do that, to make it, bro. And I feel like you discredit a lot of the work that your predecessors put in. These are obstacles you have to climb to make it to, you know what I'm saying, in these venues, bro. And I'm saying, like, you're cutting out these portions and making it, you're diluting the validity or the substance that lies in these things. So I don't know. That's how I personally feel. I feel it's disrespectful to the craft,
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's a certain aspect as well too, is like of showmanship that comes with being an entertainer, being an artist. And if you, and that, 9 times out of 10, I mean, that's the barrier that, like how you were talking about, of not being able to make that next step. It's like, oh, you a great ghostwriter, so you can write songs, you can rap your ass off, you can sing, blah blah blah, but you ain't, you're not entertaining. So I feel like when it gets to the point where, I mean, yeah, you can have like an artificial intelligence, rapper that might be able to do that, but I feel as if, like, if you're not already that type of person, how you gonna be able to, I guess, be able to contribute in that way to it? At that point, all you're doing is being a ghostwriter. That's what I'm saying. But just for somebody else to take credit for, what I'm saying, and be able to be the face. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's just, at that point, you might as well just be a producer. You might as well just be a ghostwriter for somebody else. But I mean, I wouldn't even take a look at that person and be like, I can't wait to go to this and that, concert. I mean, I just think that's going to be weird too. Like, be able to go, I'm going to go to this and that concert. It's going to be a different feel than being able virtual. To actually. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, I a concert, it's a lot of emotions that go into being at a concert as well too. You know what I mean? And that's just something that I feel like you can't really recreate that over the internet as much as you can in person. When you next to people that's feeling the same, and you can literally feel and see the energy, and what I'm saying, you might be able to test out, your hand, or shorty hand or whatever, and and you just get that experience rather than you being in your house and just reaching out and you just look like a nigga with his arm out, or shorty with an arm out in your house looking dumb, what I'm saying, but you're not getting that feel. It's gonna be different, and I just think that's a whole bad idea, man.
I have another thing to push that on, but do you have anything you want to add, Juan? Okay, I'll ask you guys this because you said it. Well, more in particular, actually, yeah, both of you, because you both said it's pretty much disrespectful, and I don't disagree. But just for the sake of playing devil's advocate, I'd like to ask this: would it be fair to say that, and you called it yourself, old head speak, and disrespectful to those different things and whatnot? Well, would it be fair to say that the year 2022 requires different things to be a rapper than it did back then? Those aren't necessarily hurdles that you have to overcome anymore. You don't necessarily, especially with the world becoming more digital. And I'd give an example of somebody who wouldn't have made it in that old school sense is 6ix9ine. That should just show you how far the landscape has shifted, disregarding that, and let alone the entire landscape outside of music going more digital in general. I don't necessarily know if stage fright is as required because, I mean, the world's going digital anyway. The metaverse is coming whether we think it's disrespectful or not to the craft. So for those people that are looking to get in on it and also as well stay with the times, I don't know if you necessarily need to be the most brave person, and that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to do this, because I don't think that's not as required anymore as it was back then.
I personally feel there's a baseline. I feel like what you said is true. what constitutes a rapper is not what constitutes a rapper back in the day, and you necessarily don't need that same upbringing, background, or to have that sort of persona in your content per se. But I still feel that like it's a totally different lane. And the reason I called it old head thinking is because I'm not against the line of thinking that maybe this is just the way it's evolving. I wouldn't like it, and this is like I still feel the way I feel about it. So I can see what you're saying in a sense, but I still feel that people like 6ix9ine. I mean, 6ix9ine goes on. I mean, you still have to be an entertainer at the end of the day, and I don't feel like 6ix9ine is the best example because 6ix9ine, regardless of era, is one of the most captivating people we've seen in the media in a while. He knew how to play that game, and like I said, I feel like as an entertainer, you have to excel at some form, whether that be your entertaining or your talent or just the way you can captivate people like 6ix9ine did. And I feel like when you're doing this virtual thing, I don't really feel like that's like, I mean, unless your lyrics are just off the charts, in which case you could have been a ghostwriter. But unless your lyrics are off the charts, I don't really see some aspect in which I can really say that you're just like, this isn't something anyone could have done, or this is respecting the craft in a way that you need all these aspects of being an entertainer or being someone of influence. You need a lot of different things to come together to bring you up on that pedestal, and you take away a lot of things out of that game by doing something like this.
So, I think it really takes away from the aspect of like what being rap is when it. Oh, I'm sorry, what being unique is when it comes to like writing songs as well too. Because you think about it like this, you have an AI going in and formulating all the word, like literally it can formulate every single word in the English language, and then be able to like put it together in a way that actually is like, damn, like what the fuck, and then and at the same time is taking shit that's we've already said, that other artists have already said and done, like melodies, what I'm saying, and harmonies and things like that other people have already done, and then using it and creating it. So it's just taken away from a whole aspect of like, yo, damn, this rapper right here, he was really unique because he was the first one to really start doing this, or he was the first one to really start doing this, or he did it like this, and everybody started trying going like that. Now you just got it like where it's like, all right, they about to start looking at artists like, we got an AI that can do what you do and 3 times better.
Right.
And we are making that, so we don't gotta pay you anymore. That's what I'm saying. So you just taking away from the man now, and that's really my problem with it, because I know what they're trying to do with that.
It definitely opens a dangerous door for record labels and people in those seats of power to really take the game out of the hands of people that really built this shit. They can just take it and mold whatever they want.
Keep the game, man, because they see everybody out there that's doing. Everybody is indie because they know that the what I'm saying, that these record labels be shit sometimes. Mm-hmm. And you see everybody is going indie, everybody's creating labels within their labels and trying to get their own. Everybody wants to be like Irv, everybody wants to be like Diddy, everybody wants to be like Jay. So like, you got like even like Yo Gotti with what I'm saying, with his, he got one of the hottest labels right now, what I'm saying, as far as like with new people coming out and everything, and they see that and they see it as a threat and they really want to take that away. So that shit is, I hate it, yo. It is, they're trying to really, bro, it's crazy. They really trying to put numbers in rap, man.
I think the thing is, just with this whole situation, I feel like it's almost as like the music industry in a sense is trying to gain that sense of control back, from the artist. And I say that because you got to think back to times when it was like your Biggies and Tupacs blowing up. Like, you had to get a label, to push your stuff out there for people to hear. It's not like how it is now. People get their fan base before they sign to a label now, just because of how social media is and how everything is shareable. Everything is at the touch of your fingertips. Everything is right there. It's a lot easier to get your name out there, and those big corporations, they see that shit. Yeah. They see it. It's like, oh, okay, these people, they got artists coming to them. They already got like, that artist got like 1 million, 2 million followers on social media across, XYZ platforms. You know what I'm saying? It's like they got these artists coming to them with deals. You know what I'm saying? Before it was, okay, we would like to offer you a deal. It's like, okay, you got these artists, they look at that deal and it's like, nah, I mean, I'm looking at how much I'm making off of shows. I'm gonna rework this deal, this contract, and send it back at you. And they getting disrespected by that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is all just an attempt for those big music corporations to, like I said, get a sense of control back from the artists. And it's just, I mean, it's a lot to say about that. I personally don't really too much like where it's going, but I mean, that's just me. I'm not too much of a music head, but I just think that's gonna cut a lot of talented people out of major opportunities in the future.
Cannot disagree. I'm not a big fan of it either. And as a matter of fact, I'd like to end this episode with that simple message and reminder as well from Andrew Tate. Simple words: escape the matrix. Be aware of what's going on. Look around, really see and observe and say, hey, ask yourself, is this right? To you at the bare minimum. Is this right? Is this okay? And really truthfully explore these options and explore the things that are going on around you. Be aware. And if you're not happy with it, something that a lot of people tend to forget, and myself included, we all tend to use it for the wrong reasons. We have more knowledge and more research, more information, I mean, truthfully, at our fingertips than any person in our entire bloodline. Use it wisely. Well, on that note, this is the end episode, Geeked Up Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for tuning in. We like to provide good conversations, not only for ourselves, but for those watching as well. Thank you all for tuning in. Geeked Up Podcast, Inside Wolves. We are out.
For more Inside Wolf content, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that link tree in our bio to bring you to all our platforms. Let's get it.